Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK back at you with another video here for the NBA main slate here on Monday. We got a nice 7-game slate, so let's get right into it. Started point guard today, and you got Westbrook at the top here at 11-2. The matchup's pretty good against Reggie Jackson defense. I think Westbrook's pretty good spend up. I just prefer a couple other guys. Right below him, I prefer James Harden here at 11-1. This guy's been playing out of his mind. Even with Chris Paul back, last couple games, he's just been crazy. I mean, against Chicago, they blew him out. He only saw 30 minutes. He still put up 50 fantasy points. So if this game stays close, the San Antonio game was a blowout too, and he still put up 50. So if the game stays close, I do expect him to, push for 60 or 70 fantasy points. So I do really like Harden today. You got Steph Curry at 9-5. First game back in a while against Detroit. Played 36 minutes. Got 39 fantasy points. I mean, the matchup's ideal. I'm a little worried about the blowout, but the game stays close. I think some of these Golden State guys could put up huge numbers. So Steph Curry definitely viable today. John Wall at 9-3. Again, I think he's certainly in play as well. Price getting a little up there, 9.3 is a little expensive, but I still think it's doable for John Wall. So I definitely think he is certainly in play. Let's see, Trae Young at 6K. I would have interest in him if Jeremy Lin's out. If Jeremy Lin's in, there's a good chance that Young could be limited to like 20 or so minutes. But, he still has upside, especially at this price, too, at 6K. I do really like this price a lot. So I definitely think Trae Young is certainly in play here at 6K. Let's see, Jeff Teague at 5.6, I think is pretty good cash game play. He's not going to go get you 50 fantasy points, but he's rarely going to get you like below 20. He's going to play about 30 to 35 minutes. So I think Teague for cash games is pretty safe if you want to go there. Reggie Jackson, OKC does not like Reggie Jackson. He does not like OKC. So a little revenge there. He's going to play, 25 to 30 minutes. 5.2K, I think he's okay. And then as far as the cheap point guards go, not a whole lot. I mean, Tim Frazier, I would have interest if E'Twaun Moore's out. With E'Twaun Moore out, he saw 38 minutes last game. So if E'Twaun Moore's out again, I think Tim Frazier's in play. And then you got Moutier, these Knicks guards. So we got Trey Burke, he's going to be out. So that does open up some minutes here for these New York guys. Like, can you trust Moutier here at 5K? He had a huge game, but that game did go into double OT. It's tough. I don't know if I can trust him, especially at 5K. Trier at 3.8. Can you trust this? He only played 17 minutes. The Knicks are just so hard to trust. A team I hate seeing on the schedule. Move on to shooting guard. Jrue Holiday at 8.3. This is the highest over-under of the night, so I do like Jrue. Only issue is really with me is, the emergence kind of Tim Frazier here lately with him running the point. Kind of limiting Jrue a little bit. I like Jrue when he's running the point. He gets, almost a double-double every night with assists. I mean, his assists have still been there, but, the upside I think limits him just a little bit. But I do still like him at 8.3. Beal at 7.9. It's okay. He kind of had an off game against Brooklyn. But, this guy's going to play all the minutes he can handle. So I do like that a lot. And a good match against the Knicks. I think Beal certainly in play. D'Angelo Russell is just never a guy I can trust. Way too inconsistent for me. 62, 35, 45, 22. If he's playing bad, they're not going to give him the minutes. So it's just hard to trust him, especially at close to 8K too. Let's see here. So again, these, Dotson, can we trust him? I don't know. I mean, 4.5K. Price has creeped up there. It's going to be tough for me to trust him. I don't know. And then you got a guy like ALEC BURKS at 3.8. He does have some upside here. Just he's coming off the bench and not seeing a whole lot of minutes. So that does kind of concern me a little bit. right, let's move on to small forward. You know, KD again. If Atlanta somehow keeps this game close, I think a couple of these Golden State guys like Steph, like Durant, could have huge games. So I definitely think they're in play. I'm a little worried about the blowout here against Atlanta. Atlanta's just been terrible. You got Tobias and Mirotic. You know, I like this game a lot. You know, Tobias is going to play 35 minutes or so. 8K though. The thing is, he's priced about right now. So you know, I think he's okay. I just don't think he's the best play. Mirotic, you know, his minutes have kind of been limited here. 28, 29, and 30 last couple games. Again, the matchup is pretty good here, but you know, 7.2K. I think he's priced about right too. Yeah, Otto Porter was originally listed as out, but now they're saying he's questionable. There's nothing here on DraftKings, but on Fantasy Labs did tweet that. So you know, again, if he's out, I definitely think you got to consider the secondary pieces again, which it pains me to say with Washington because you know the secondary pieces, Oubre, Markieff Morris, Jeff Green are just so volatile and so hard to trust. You know, Taurean Prince at 4.8. So his last game against Golden State, he played 39 minutes, mainly I think because they need his defense against Kevin Durant. So you know, I do think he will get a bump in minutes here. The issue is really it's just, you know, can this game stay close? But at 4.8K, I think he's priced pretty fairly. You know, he hasn't really flashed the upside recently, but he does have it in him. So I think Taurean Prince is okay. CEDI Osman, I do like this play a lot at 4.7. You know, starters for Cleveland are just playing all the minutes they can handle. A pretty good matchup here against Brooklyn. So I do think CEDI Osman is a pretty good play here at 4.7. Let's see. So Damian Jones got ruled out. So they announced they're going to start KEVON Looney at center. So that's going to open up some minutes here for the front court like JEREBKO, Jordan Bell, and Looney. Again, it's hard to trust these guys as well, but they're pretty fairly priced. So I definitely think taking a shot on one or two of the Golden State bigs today would be worthwhile. You know, KNOX at 4K. Again, can we trust these Knicks? I don't know. I mean, 16, 23, 37 again. That was double OT. I do expect him to play around 25 minutes. You know, a pretty good match against Washington. Again, I don't know. I'm kind of torn on what to do with these Knicks. They're in good spots, but they're just so hard to trust. DeMarre Carroll 3.9. You know, I would have interest in him if Joe Harris is out. If Joe Harris is in, I just think they're going to kind of limit DeMarre Carroll, so I would probably look elsewhere. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Not really. Let's move on to power forward. And another stud I really like to pay up for today is Anthony Davis, 11.5. So we had that huge game against Charlotte, put up 80 fantasy points. So we know Anthony Davis has that upside. And, you know, this over-under is 237, I believe. Yeah, 237 with a 2-point spread. So this game should stay close. You know, Anthony Davis should have his way here. You know, no one on the Pelicans is really going to be able to stay with him. Or no one on the Clippers, I mean. So I think Anthony Davis, definitely someone I'm considering for a star to pay up for. You know, Montrezl, I love playing this guy. Only issue is really now the last few games he's kind of been limited in the minutes wise. You know, 29, 26, 24. He was in foul trouble in this game against Dallas, but you know he's not playing his 30 to 35 minutes like he was about a week ago. He's getting kind of limited, which does concern me. I mean, Gortat's not going to be able to stay with Anthony Davis. Neither is Boban, so this definitely is a Montrezl Harrell game. It's just, again, the minutes have just been kind of limited. The price is up there. So I think he's okay, but, I don't know if I'm going to be playing Montrezl today. Let's see. Markieff Morris. God, this guy just frustrates me to no end. So I didn't play him for, these 3-4 games where he did really well. Finally get on board against Philly. He shoots 1 of 10 and gets me 10 fantasy points. So I'm like, screw this guy. I'm off him. Against Brooklyn, 29 minutes, shoots 9 of 12, gets 41 fantasy points. So, it's frustrating to no end. But, if Otto Porter's out, that's just going to open up some more minutes here for Markieff. So I think he's definitely in play. Just a guy that I haven't gotten right here in a while. Noah Vonleh, so it's kind of interesting. They closed with him instead of Enes Kanter. Milwaukee was running more small ball. Vonleh, hasn't really flashed the upside recently, but I definitely think he does still have it in him. So Vonleh, I think he's in play at 5.3. But again, the Knicks, besides like Hardaway, they're so hard to trust. Let's see. So KEVON Looney, again, he's going to pick up the start. I should see some more minutes here with Damian Jones and Draymond out. Big guys against Atlanta like targeting, so I think Looney is firmly in play at 3.7. Same thing with JEREBKO, and then, if you want to go risky here in GPPs, Jordan Bell. It's just, is he going to see more than 15 minutes? Probably. I'll probably think he gets bumped to 20 at 3.4K, so I think he's, definitely viable, but it's hard trusting Steve Kerr. So I think Looney and JEREBKO would be the two bigs that I have most interest in there. So let's move on to the center position. And, you got Jokic here at 8.2. That's the lowest price I've seen on him in a while. He's been involved in a few blowouts here. Portland, the games did stay close. He saw 32 minutes. So, if the game stays close, he's going to see 30 to 35 minutes. And, he has immense upside, especially at this price. It's just more of a price thing for me with Jokic. So that price is pretty appealing. So definitely I'm considering him. And Kanter at 6.6. Again, they limited him against Milwaukee because Milwaukee ran more small ball. But Washington, is one of the worst rebounding teams in the league with no Dwight Howard. So I definitely think Enes Kanter could have a huge game here. It's just, can we trust the minutes? Are they going to close with Noah Vonleh and just limit Enes Kanter? The Knicks, it's a toss-up every single night with them. So it's really hard to trust. This whole Tristan Thompson thing, it's just been absurd. And they're just playing him basically the whole game. So I got to consider him today. For the first time, I might play him. It's just, this guy's just been crazy here with no Kevin Love. And they're just playing him, again, the whole game. I love targeting centers against Brooklyn. 6.5K, he's priced up, but he's flashed. He's going to get a double-double basically every single night here. He's going to play the whole game. I have to consider Tristan Thompson today. So again, the first time this year, I am considering Tristan Thompson, playing him in my lineup. Let's see, another center, cheap I really like here is John Collins at 5.3. So, returning from injury, they kind of limited him a little bit, but now, he's seeing all the minutes he can handle here, 30, 29, 31, 33. And against Golden State, up-tempo matchup, I think John Collins at 5.3 has immense upside. So I really like this play for John Collins. So yeah, for me today, you got Kanter, you got Thompson, and you got John Collins. So kind of the mid-range, actually, that I'm liking for centers. And if you want to spend up a little bit, Jokic, that price is a little too cheap. So that's basically what I'm looking at today as far as the center position goes. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I'm kind of leaning towards the stars and scrubs approach as of right now. Harden looks pretty good. Same with Anthony Davis. And then there is some value with, the Golden State guys. Possibly... if you want to take a shot on some of these Knicks guys, it's going to be tricky, but yeah, I think that's going to do it for the video, guys. If you have been enjoying the content, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. It's also important to follow me on Twitter. That will be in the description below, and I will be back tomorrow for a nice slate on Tuesday, so I'll see you guys then.